You're searching for a job and you come across this advertisement. Take a look at the last line. This is a real job advertisement. Can you guess what year it's from? 1958. 60 years ago. An applicant for this job could expect a salary of just $4,000 per year. The field of computers and technology was non-existent. So much has changed about the job industry in the past 60 years, but the hiring process in so many fields looks exactly the same. A college degree is no longer the only route to gaining an education. Learners can gain marketable skills from alternative credentialing programs like coding boot camps and from massive online open courses like those hosted on Coursera. Not to mention the skills that come with practical job experience. Employers are beginning to hire more non-traditional students and graduates, with 70% of hiring managers stating that they would hire someone with the right skills, regardless of their educational background. But if applicants gain their skills in a non-traditional manner, how can we communicate those skills to employers? Even a college transcript doesn't accurately represent the skills of the graduate anymore. We need to change the way we present and look at a degree. We need to break down a diploma into a currency of skills and competencies, which can be more universally understood by both employers and graduates. And what about traits such as work ethic, integrity, and accountability, which are among the top sought-after traits of job applicants today? Employers place a higher value on these traits than on the details on a resume. We need a more verifiable method than a cover letter or letter of recommendation to portray these soft skills. The jobs have changed, the desired qualifications of applicants has changed, so the hiring process also needs to change. It's time to ditch the resume. We need a new vehicle so applicants can know if they will like the organization and job, and employers can focus on the cultural fit and transferable skills of the applicant. But what could that possibly look like? Now that employers are starting to care more about demonstrable skills than about a bachelor's degree, we need a unified system for communicating competencies. One possible system would be digital badging. A digital badge is a visual token of a skill, credential, affiliation, or achievement. When clicked, the badge reveals the evidence behind the credential and information about the issuer. Badges are outcome-based credentials, designed to answer the questions, who did this, what did they do, and who says they did it. Digital badges can create a much richer picture than a resume because they can be constantly presented in different ways to demonstrate an individual's lifelong learning. Learners can display their digital badges on platforms like the Mozilla Backpack and can take ownership of which badges are presented and featured. To strengthen the validity of digital badges, we look to blockchain, the technology behind cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Blockchain is a distributed, immutable ledger of records or transactions. Those transactions are created, verified, and shared within a network. It is a secure and reliable way to store data. Blockchain is starting to be used to store records such as transcripts and certifications, as well as a way to store digital badges. Using blockchain as a means to store credentials would mean increased trust in their validity, since every transaction in blockchain can be traced back to the source and verified. Blockchain and badges benefits everyone. For employers, badges provide a means to improve skills matching when hiring. Employers want assurance that their prospective talent have the necessary skills to achieve in their work role. Employers can also award badges internally to identify skills of their employees. Digital badging is also beneficial to applicants. Badges create a means to present oneself digitally. Applicants have the opportunity to transparently and effectively showcase their skills. A resume aims to showcase skills, but so often they get lost in translation or lack the assurance of validity that comes with a digital badge. And of course, digital badging benefits learning and education providers. Digital badging could drive quality assurance, ensuring that the curriculum review process be kept up to date. A more universal adoption of digital badging would mean more transparency for the competencies required to obtain particular credentials. Let's take a look at an example of what digital badging could look like in the future. Lydia has a bachelor's degree in communications. She wants to land a job as a UX designer. She looks at a few job postings of interest that list desired competencies in the form of badges. The companies hiring UX designers have carefully examined the skills and competencies of their top employees and listed the badges associated with those competencies. Lydia looks over this list and recognizes some areas where her skill set falls short of the skills desired for the position. She identifies that a gamification badge would make her a more competitive candidate. She finds a gamification course by the University of Pennsylvania hosted on Coursera that would earn her this badge and enrolls. She ultimately completes the course, earning the badge and displaying it prominently on her Mozilla backpack. Hiring managers can easily click on the gamification badge and see links to the evidence of how Lydia earned the badge. They see the name and stamp of the institution, University of Pennsylvania, information about the course, and a link to Lydia's final project as further evidence. The widespread adoption of digital badging could create a more unified and transparent approach to credentialing and a more targeted system for hiring. The job industry looks nothing like it did 60 years ago, so why should our hiring process? It's time to ditch the resume and embrace the future with digital badging.